you have an album about to drop. Now, you've had it finished for a little while. How have your feelings changed since you put it to bed and now coming closer to release? How have they changed?
Um, I think that it's gone from excitement to nervousness, and we're back to being excited again.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, like, for anyone that's ever recorded an album or anyone that's been around an album being recorded, it's not as fun as what it seems sometimes. There's a lot of emotions that you go through. If
Yeah.
you to sum up the recording of the album in one emotion, what would it be?
In one. Um, Release, or is that relief?
Like cathartic?
Cathartic? Yeah, cathartic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that one. I like that word.
I love the way the guitar player just jumps in real quick and then disappears again. So for you then, Teddy, when you went in to record guitars on the album, was there a particular thing that you wanted to convey with your tones and sounds?
Yeah, it's pretty particular on how I want the guitars to tonally sound. Because it's one thing playing it, but then having it as to think of all the elements of songs as colors and how they would fit together on a palette and a painting, I guess. And just making sure we're using the right colors and the right parts to make each element not cross over and blur anything too much into the others, and it's everything's got its kind of moment, its right place and the right time, I guess.
Yep. Are you running do you go fractal, or are you old school amp pedal?
I run a quad Cortex at the moment. But it's mostly the amp sims on the computer at the moment. But if I ever get the budget to do it all live guitars, we've done that previously. But I think that that's always my preferred option to go to. But I think that nowadays with the amp sims, you really can't tell, and you're able to do stuff to make it come across in the same way that you'd want it to.
And a fly rig is way cheaper.
Oh yeah, especially being going to and from overseas, it's just so easy. My pedal board is my carry-on. It's great.
Yeah, who needs underwear? Carry on.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about that. You're going to play the Reading Festival, correct?
Yeah, Reading and Leeds will be there.
So how does the band translate its sound from a club? Because last time you were in Brisbane, I think you played Black Bear Lodge. How do you guys change the show up for the bigger stages?
A lot of it is kind of, we want to make sure we're performing the same kind of quality to everyone, and we're not there's nothing that we kind of really pull out of the box for anything like a festival or anything, but it's more about making sure we're creating a set more specific to what we're doing and what to kind of fan base that we're playing to, and making sure that we're playing the songs that not only we want to play that, but we think that the people that are going to be attending these shows and these festivals are going to want to hear, as well as just making sure it's a vibe from start to finish, giving time for breathers for everyone in the crowd as well, and sing along moments, but also just making sure it's going to be as fun as possible and everyone can just dance their heart out.
Well, I'm going to fling it back to the front person of the band and say, how much fun is it to cover so much real estate on a festival stage as opposed to a little club stage?
I have been trying to walk on the treadmill as much as possible to get myself ready for that. It's daunting. And it's definitely different. It's nice to have the space and to not be worried about flicking my head back and hitting someone's guitar. But it takes a lot of extra energy for sure.
Have you ever put the Apple Watch on at a festival show and seen what you've covered?
I have not, but now I want to do that.
That's a good idea.
Hey, apparently Angus from AC/DC does 20Ks a night.
Jeez, that's crazy.
and he's 70 something.
That's hectic.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the process of the album. You know, how do the two of you go into the songwriting process? Is it you with a riff, or is there a melody line, or where do we get our songs from?
It's kind of a mixed bag between the two, I guess. It's either like if we're not already like collaborating with someone else, like it's more just kind of who's got an idea, like whoever's bringing the idea to the table, we can work with that and work from there. And I think like the key to like us writing together is keeping it like a low pressure, low key kind of vibe where we're just gonna vibe off each other and like just see what comes out when we're making music together.
Was there a song on the new album that you almost put to the bin because it just became a little bit too much at any time?
California Sober, I think.
Yeah, that was probably the one that was pretty close to not making it.
Yeah, I did. It wasn't even for a very long time. It wasn't even on the list of songs that were going to be on the album. And then, yeah, towards the end, like we revisited it and we're like, oh yeah. Like sometimes you just need to take some time away.
Yeah.
And come back fresh.
Have you ever sung a guitar riff to Teddy and seen if he can like convert that into a riff for you?
Yeah, because I can't play guitar shit. So so definitely.
Yeah, no, that happens. And I'm like, I'll try and sing something to her, and she's like, "What was that?"
Don't worry, I can't play guitar for shit, and I probably, if I tried to sing a guitar riff to someone, it'd sound like some sort of weird bongo line. So we're all good.
No, it's even funnier when you're trying to do it like with the drums.
Yeah, drums is funny.
Do you guys use like Easy Drummer as like and program the drums in and then get someone to cut it live?
Mostly just for like getting an idea down, when we don't have access to like obviously recording a drum kit, but we definitely like to record the drums live because it's good to have that kind of performance there.
Yep.
As well as it like we kind of like give like Henry Rains a little bit to do like his own flair in, because it's like one thing for like guitarists and producers to program in parts, it's another to make sure they're actually playable.
You can tell as a listener when you hear a robotic programmed drum sound as opposed to a drummer. There's no air in a programmed part.
That's it. No, you're
so
right.
What are you looking forward to busting out most off the album so far in a live setting?
We're really excited to play, I think, Back to You. I think it's going to be good. That's like the opening song. We're really excited about Let Go. I think I'm also excited to do a song called All That I'm Not, which I think that would be like a cool like ballad part of the set. Like I think that will be good as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, as I said, you're going to Reading. What is going to be the grand plan once you're back from overseas for the rest of 24? And you're going to have to go into 25. You're not going to be able to cover all the bases in a short amount of time. So what's the game plan?
Game plan. You go, Michaela.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's game plan is same as what it's always been, I guess. It's always try and get to as many places as we can, play as many shows to as many people as we possibly can. So that'll definitely include Australia, because obviously we haven't got anything announced just yet, but definitely in the plans, and starting to look at where we can expand some Yours Truly fans to after that.
The band's called Yours Truly. Have you ever thought of putting out an album called like Kind Regards or Sincerely?
The next one.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we're waiting for the Kind Regards to be like the final album, because it's like the final email.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's the second last one, and then for the last one, you really like give someone a gobful.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be funny.
And you have it as like, kind regards ... no, F you.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds like something we'd do.
Yeah, come on. Like, definitely something you would do. So, guys, Toxic is out 16th. So what do you want to let everyone know? Give us the lowdown. Give us the best sales spin ever.
It's fully sick. It's hectic. You should listen to it, please.
Best album ever. Buy all of the records that you possibly can. It's just, you won't regret it. I promise. It'll be the best purchase of your life.